talking about Scrubzz, and Scrubzz is one of those items that truly, how many ways can you use this? Let me count the ways. I can't count that high. The fact is that how many times have you needed to wash up someone or something, but you weren't able to rinse? Like, you weren't near a bathtub, you weren't near a big sink, you weren't near a shower. And so it can be kids, it can be elderly parents, it can be somebody recovering from surgery, it can be grandkids in the seat of my minivan and one of them has an accident. One way or the other. It could be coming out any end. And the fact is that what are you going to do at that moment? You're going to have a bag of these in your car, a bag in your home. You're going to get 3 bags, each with 25 of these. So that's 25, 50, 75. You get 75 in total. And this price is one of the lowest prices I've ever seen, $18.98. That is a sale price. It is normally $23 and up. And so this is the time to buy these. This is the time to stock up if you've ever used these. And if you'd like to give us a call, we'd love to hear from you. Share your story. Our testimonial line, 1-800-395-1601. 395-1601. Put a 1-800 in front of that. And come on in, Emily Scott. How are you?
Hey, Mary Beth. It's so great to be here. First of all, grandmother with a minivan.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, you know.
That's it.
Do you know, we actually just used these last week in the van.
Did you?
There was an accident. And all I had to do, I always have a bottle of water with me. We're going to talk about how easy this is to do. I'm telling you, if I hadn't had these, it would have been
disaster.
Nasty.
Disaster,
Yes.
right. But Scrubzz, our mission is that everyone be able to be clean and smell fresh, no matter your situation, no matter your condition. We understand it all. But they come out of the bag and they feel like felt. They're incredibly soft. And with just a tiny bit of water, I'm going to say a couple tablespoons.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all. No running water, not immersed. I'm going to get the most incredible, luxurious lather. It is both soap and shampoo infused in here that you don't have to rinse off. Now, you can wash your entire body, gentle enough for your face, strong enough for where that bathing suit covers up, even shampoo your hair. But as you said, Mary Beth, you wipe it dry.
Right.
You don't have to rinse. No sticky, no residue, no tightness. It smells like fresh laundry. You are clean and you smell fresh.
Yeah. Now, okay, so I sent these to one of my friends. She's a woman in Minnesota, and she is a little bit older than me, but the fact is she just had hip surgery. Well, she's kind of, down and out for a while.
I bet she is,
And so I sent her a pack of these because I was like, you need these, honey, because you're not going to be able to get in and out of the shower, in and out of the bathtub for a while. She just texted me back 2 days ago and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so pleased with this. So that was just nice to hear. But like I said, I keep a bag of them in my, minivan. It could be just a meal that spills. Who knows, Now, you're actually taking it up into your hair.
Yeah, our scalp is where our hair gets dirty. So I dig in there, I get down at the scalp level. Instead of putting more product in your hair to try to make it look like it's clean, how about actually washing your hair? Now, I've used these in the shower and actually done my entire body, as well as do a full and thorough shampoo, especially when you're traveling.
Yes.
So instead of packing, shampoo and bar soap and washcloths and shower, you pack Scrubzz.
Pack one.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Speaking of traveling, I gave a bag to my one friend from church who she and her husband go over to a mission field over in Senegal, Africa. And she had talked to me and she was like, man, there's just like no shower over there. It's 120 degrees and all I want is a shower. And I said, do you have bottles of water? And she said, yes. And I said, I'm going to give you a bag of these. She also then, after they went over to Senegal, she emailed me and said, Mary Beth, where have you been all my life? Kind of thing. Where have these been? There's so many reasons to own these.
so
And I got to
many.
tell you right now, these are taking off because you're getting 75 for less than $19, and that is a sale price. I have not added one drop
Is that
of
the
water
original
to
one?
mine.
You know what? Give it a
except
little
for that,
tug.
Yeah.
Give it a little tug.
I
It
mean,
doesn't
literally,
disintegrate.
since this presentation began, which was about 5 minutes ago, I started with about 2 tablespoons of water in the middle, and then I've been doing this. I'm still getting suds out of it, and yes, look at how strong that is, how the size of it, the softness of it.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't
packing
get any
down.
better than
it
this.
It doesn't get any better. I just did my feet because this is the season of thick socks and maybe some winter boots. And there's nothing worse than getting into bed.
Yes.
Dirty feet, clean sheets, and you know, you don't feel like taking a shower late at night, right? But scrubs are a way, regardless of your ability level. Life has us, sometimes we're differently abled. It's just what it is. Maybe it's an accident or a surgery or an illness. And I'll tell you what, standing in a shower, when you don't trust one of your legs, there is nothing. You got the broken ankle. I had the torn calf this year, right?
Oh, man.
It's a scary thing. One slip and fall can change your life forever.
Exactly.
Now, there's a woman coming up, and this really speaks to my heart because as a caregiver, caregiving is one of those jobs you want to do with your heart. You really want to get it right. You really want to do things with dignity. This caretaker's job is easier because there's no dripping water. There's not buckets and buckets of water trying to rinse soap off. You don't have to rinse it off.
You just wipe it off with a dry towel. Or a dry piece of cloth of some sort.
Whatever
like,
you got.
know, take a clean T-shirt that happens to be in the minivan and wipe them down. But
From
you know
experience.
what? The bottom line is this. You know, this is one of those things that until really, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago?
It's about a year and a half.
Year and a half. We had never
Yeah.
seen anything like this. In my whole life, I had never seen anything like this. And ever since then, I mean, we have sold thousands and thousands, well over 300,000 sets.
Wow.
And that's 75 in a set, if you want to multiply that out. But the whole thing is, I also like these bags because they are resealable.
Resealable. And, you know, the fact that we split them up is great because think of gift giving. I mean, I know you might not even think of that, but everybody can use them.
Or think about in the house, in the car, give us a gift. My husband wants one in his car, and I want one in mine, and I have one in the house. So it's like all those different things. When the kids are covered in paint, you know, you let them paint, and now they're covered in paint. You could take your washcloth, but I got to tell you, your washcloth isn't going to necessarily do that. And then I have to throw all that paint into my washing machine. When you're done with this, you throw it away.
You throw it away. The mess is gone. I just kind of stole my sister's granddaughter last weekend because I don't have one of my own. We call them hamburger cookies. We had Nutella. We had everything all over the place. Same thing. But she did this herself, and she just thinks it's the coolest thing ever. But my son is a 30-year-old. He's active. He plays golf. He keeps them in his golf bag, in a sandwich bag. Fold a few of them up.
That's a good
He
point.
doesn't want to put the whole bag in his bag because there are a lot in there. My daughter lives in the city of Philadelphia, grimy. She comes home every day and wipes her face off. Get all that city grime off.
And by the way, my producer, Scott, who's, you know, in my ear, he just said his family loves this. And what they do is sometimes they'll actually cut some of these in 4s, cut it in half with the scissors. Because he said for little hands, you don't always need the whole big sheet.
I love that.
You know,
I
and
love
that's
that.
wonderful because he's got little ones. And it's like, you know, that's just it. I say, I am always so pleased when this is in my show because I am a huge believer in it. Now, can I just show you? I've been doing this now for like 8 to 9 minutes. Do I still have, I mean, I could put this down and I still have all of these suds. But let's say I do that. Now I'm going to take a dry towel, not a wet one, a dry one. And all I'm going to do is just wipe off. And by the way, I always keep a towel in my car anyway. Because you just don't know. But the fact is that one now, watch this.
Snap and clean.
Like,
And no
smells
residue.
clean, looks clean, no
Yeah.
residue. I mean, that's what's amazing
It
about
is
this.
amazing, because if you did this with regular soap, if you soaked up in the shower and got out and didn't rinse out, you'd be a mess. That's not the way scrubs are formulated. These are specifically formulated so that everybody can have the dignity of being clean. Everybody can have the dignity of smelling fresh as a caregiver. And so many of those 5-star reviews are from care. I'm going to say I have actually. Have you teared up?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
I
read them?
absolutely do.
They're
It's
so
like
beautiful.
This is a customer service. This is not just trying to sell you a product. This is a customer service. All I can tell you is when you need it badly.
Yeah.
The fact is, when you've been in an accident, if you slip and fall, and now you needed to wash your hair, but now where are you going to wash your hair, or where are you going to take a shower? It's for the entire body.
The entire body.
From the tip of your head to the tips of your toes.
Every place but your eyeballs.
Yeah, just not in the eyes.
Not in the eyes, yeah, exactly.
But if you close your eyelids,
you know what?
you can wipe
You're
off
good.
your
And
makeup.
we're using bottled water. You can use warm water to make it a really luxurious experience, but that's all I have.
Yeah.
Incredible. I always feel like I'm in a luxury soap commercial
Yeah.
doing this, because it's so incredible. And I'll tell you, my body runs a little hotter these days.
Yes,
you
I know.
You get a little sweat here and there.
What about the summertime? You want to get the sand off of you from being at the beach, but you don't have a shower. Just take a little water from a water bottle and wipe off all that sand.
Being clean.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
I love it.
Thank you, Mary
Emily,
Beth.
you're
That was
the
fun.
best. Thank you,
thank
honey.
you, sweetie.
That's why
Thank
this had to be an MB's favorites. Okay, it is one of my favorites. I get passionate about it.